Yeah, hello, good evening, students. Welcome to our presentation today on study at University of Twente. So let me share my screen with you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know. So today with me, I have my colleagues Sudha and Nick who will be here for our presentation. We are from the University of Twente, the India office. So today we will start with the presentation. In today's presentation, I will talk to you about the Netherlands or Holland because our university is situated there, about University of Twente and the application process for our master's program. So to begin with, I'd like to tell you a few facts about the Holland or Netherlands. So it is the gateway of Europe and it's the land of windmills and tulip fields. The country is known for its beautiful architecture and water management. The main mode of transport is the bicycles, and there are more bikes in the Netherlands than the people. And here you see the map of Netherlands. It is one of the Schengen regions, or it's one of the European Union countries. So when you have a visa and study at the Netherlands, you can visit the other 25 European countries without a visa. So this gives you an added advantage during your internship to do your projects in other countries, especially like the neighboring countries and especially Germany, which is very close to our university. And you see the facts here on the screen. You see that the capital is Amsterdam. The population is around 17 million. The currency is euro and the national language is Dutch. But though Netherlands is a Dutch-speaking country, 95% of the population speak English and our programs are taught in English. So here we also have the famous Dutch companies. We have Dell, we have Philips, Saxion, Unilever, Shell. To give you a few more, we have ABN AMRO, we have KLM, Randstad, Rabobank. So these are some of the companies which are Dutch. And now I would like to tell you about University of Twente. So we are a research university and a technical university. So if you look at the location of University of Twente on the map, you see that it is on the eastern border of Netherlands, very close to Germany. So it's like just 10 minutes on your bike to Germany. We have a few facts about our university. So to tell you about our university rankings, I would like to tell you the most important, that we have been awarded as the most entrepreneurial university in the Netherlands. So this is because, around 1,100 startup companies have started off from our university. And University of Twente has also been awarded as the best technical university. And you could see us ranked in all the world rankings. You can see the QS world ranking. We rank at number 197, the Times Higher Education, the lead-in rankings. So we come under the top 1% of the world's ranking. You can also take a look at the facts of our scientific output, that is our publications, around 3,000 publications. And you can see that we have around 11,000 plus students, of which, around 3,000 plus are from 85 different nationalities. So when you study at the University of Twente, you get to be a part of a large international student community. And we are the only campus university in the Netherlands. So we have a very large campus spanning of 146 hectares. And we have all our facilities on our campus, the research institutes, the housing development, the sports development center, and all facilities are available on our campus. So moving on, I would like to tell you more about our university. So you see that our study programs are taught in English. Like I told you, we are the only campus university in the Netherlands. We are a research university and hence there is excellent research facilities on campus itself. We have a number of scholarships which are meritorious for our students. On completion of your program, you have a 1-year stay-back period to look for a job in the Netherlands. And if you see that University of Twente, like I showed you on the map, it is very strategically situated. It is located at Enschede on the German border. So we are like 1.5 hours from Amsterdam. And we are the only Dutch university to have an India office. So like I told you, all of us, three of us are here, Sudha, Nick, and myself. We are from the India office. So this makes it very easy for our Indian student applicants to get in touch with us and for us to guide you throughout the application journey. And we also have partnerships with IIT Madras, Kharagpur, and Amrita University. And we are the most entrepreneurial university with over 1,000 spin-off companies. This is an aerial view of our campus. Like I said, it's a very large campus. You can take a look at it. A short video for you to take a look at our campus. It is available on our website. You could take a look at it as well. So moving forward, I would like to go on to give you the details of the university. So we have 5 faculties. Our programs are categorized under these 5 faculties. So we have the Faculty of Electrical Engineering, Mathematics and Computer Science. So programs like Electrical Engineering, Applied Mathematics, Computer Science, Business Information Technology, Embedded Systems, and so on come under this faculty. We have our Engineering faculty. So Mechanical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Industrial Engineering comes under this faculty. We have the Faculty of Science and Technology for Chemical Science and Engineering, Biomedical Technology, Nanotechnology. We also have the Geoinformation Science and Earth Observation, or our ITC faculty. And finally, we have the Behavioral Management and Social Science faculty, and the courses would be we have psychology, we have the MBA programs, we have communication management, and so on. So basically, our management programs come under this faculty. Next, I would like to tell you the various programs available at University of Twente. So we have 20 bachelor programs, we have master programs, we have PhD, we have exchange programs. Today, since you are the bachelor students, we will be talking in detail about the master's programs and how to apply for the same. But yes, you can also tell your friends, siblings, family members about the various other programs that we have at University of Twente and give them our contact details so that we can get in touch with them and they can do with us. These are the Master of Science programs. Like I told you, I had listed them under each faculty separately. So here we have the various programs up on your screen. We also have robotics, water technology, some of which I did not mention earlier. Moving on, I would like to tell you about the fee structure. So our programs are divided into beta and alpha gamma. So beta programs are the engineering programs, which are 2-year programs like mechanical engineering, industrial engineering, chemical science and engineering. So the tuition fee for this program is 16,500 euro per year. And the alpha gamma programs are the 1-year programs, the management programs, and the fee for that is 12,750 euro. And for the Geo Information and Earth Science programs, we also have the fee structure here, which is 32,500 for both years and 17,250 euro. So I would like to tell you our requirements for the master's program. We require a relevant bachelor's degree with a score of 65% or a CGPA of 7 and above. The English proficiency tests are mandatory and we require either an IELTS or a TOEFL. So if it's IELTS, we require a score of 6.5, and for TOEFL, we require a score of 90 and above. You can also have, if you have Cambridge CAE, CPE is fine. And for some programs, there are specific requirements. Like for example, for the industrial engineering program, we require a GRE or a GMAT. For the business administration programs, we require a GMAT. And for your industrial design engineering, we require a portfolio. So this is the application for our program. So to apply for our program, we have 2 online portals which you can apply for. So that is StudyLink and Osiris. So they are very simple online applications which you could fill in. And yes, we are here to guide you should you have any doubts as to how to go ahead with your application. To tell you about the deadlines and the application window. So our applications open on the 1st of October 21 and it closes on 1st May 22. This is for our September 22 intake. And the earlier you apply, the better you stand the chance to get an admit for University of Twente. Here at University of Twente, we have a lot of other curricular activities apart from your academics. So we have the student unions, we have the Indian Student Association, which you will be part of, where you can take part in various celebrations. Indian festivals are celebrated. There are many competitions that are held throughout the year. So you could see on the screen, we have various teams which you would be part of and competing with each other. So you have the green team, the robot team, the solar boat team. Like I said, the Indian Student Association. You also have the sports facilities, because I said we have the Sports Development Center. There are various sports, there are training and competition which take place. We also have the cultural and theater activities which take place. And now to tell you about the application journey to apply for University of Twente. So this is our journey. Pre-September, you finalize your documents, the ones which I had made mention of earlier. And that's the reason why we connect and have our presentations for colleges and universities in the month of September, so that you could plan accordingly. In October, our applications open and you can start off with the application process. So by June, you have to confirm your acceptance once you get an admit. Before July 1st, you make the fee payment. By August is the visa processing and the flight booking. So for visa, you don't have to worry. The university takes care of it. The process is very simple. So on paying the visa application fees, the visa process is initiated by the university. All you need to do is to go to the IND, which is in Delhi, the embassy, Netherlands embassy, for your visa appointment. And the process is very simple. So in August, we have the students flying out to the Netherlands. Before that, we at the India office, we have the pre-departure briefing for our students. We are there to guide our students throughout, from the time of application right up to their departure to the Netherlands. And after that also, yes, parents and students stay in contact with us. So this is our team at the UT India office. We have Sudha, we have Nick and myself. So three of us are there for University of Twente. You can get in touch with us. We have our office in Chennai, which is at Alvarpet, Abhiramapuram. The address is here. If you require, you can take a screenshot. Our phone numbers are there as well. We also have the Facebook India page for University of Twente, which you can log on to and connect with our student ambassador. So that was it on our presentation for University of Twente. We would now like to take your questions.
Students, one point that I would like to add here is about the part-time work opportunities that we have. I think Yevet has missed this point. So we have a part-time work opportunity available for you guys up to 16 hours per week, during which time you can work freely. Of course, the university, there are a lot of part-time like teaching research assistant jobs and so on. But you can also get jobs outside the university, which is also possible. So you get around 6 to 8 euros per hour, which is going to take care of your cost of living. That is number one, which I wanted to talk about. And the number 2 point is, one of the biggest advantages of the Netherlands is that the teaching is going to be completely in English. Which means that you don't have to learn any other language. Like when you go to Germany or when you go to France or any part of Europe, you need to have a little bit of language knowledge. Whereas in the Netherlands, you don't need absolutely any language knowledge prior to going there. But we do tell students to pick up the language once they are there, because you are going to be there for 2 years, and it's definitely going to help you with your job opportunities. Because suppose you're going to look for a job, say in the area of marketing or something like that, then it's going to help you. And also later, when you're looking for a permanent residence or a citizenship or something like that, Dutch language knowledge is going to help you. So now I can see a lot of questions on the chat. Yevet, you can take them maybe.
Yeah, so I see the questions coming up. So
Yeah.
the question was, will there be a waiver for GRE because of COVID? There isn't, because our students have taken them as of now. There is no waiver on that. And scholarships, yes, we have, like I told you, we have a number of scholarships. So we have the University of Twente scholarship, we have the Holland scholarship. For the ITC programs, we have the ITC Excellence Scholarship. These scholarships are merit-based. It's for meritorious students. So to apply for a scholarship, the first step will be to apply for the program. On getting an admit, you can apply for the scholarship, which is again online application. Okay, and the scholarship, the amounts vary from 3,000 euro to 22,000 euro, which will be decided by the faculty reviewing your scholarship applications. Yeah, I've explained about what type of scholarships are there. Is there a separate application for waiver? I don't know which one you're referring to, Sanjay, PP, but not all our programs have an application fee. Only few of our programs have an application fee, and the application fee is refunded once you enroll for the program.
There is a question like, could you tell us a bit more about your exchange program? I think exchanges are there only if there is a cooperation between your university and the Twente, which is not there as of now. We don't have a collaboration with Anna University, so an exchange is not possible. But you can apply for an internship or something like that. But that has to be done directly to the professors. We will not be able to handle that. Will you be able to get a scholarship for the programs? Yeah, we do have a number of scholarships. Like we have the University of Twente scholarship, which gives you a 25% to 100% fee waiver, as Yevet told you. Apart from that, we also have the Holland scholarship. We have one scholarship for the brightest student from India that is called the Orange Tulip scholarship, and so on and so forth. There are many scholarships, guys, but first you need to get your admit. Only after that you can apply for a scholarship. Yeah, the application process is that you need to get an admission. So guys, you can start your admission application in the month of October. October to April is the window. Please do not delay your application too much. Especially we advise students to complete their applications preferably before November so that they can get both rounds of their scholarships. The earlier you do, the better it is, because we have 2 rounds of scholarships, and if you don't fit in by chance in one, then you can always maybe fit into the second round. But don't ask us that what will give you a scholarship or what is a benchmark for a scholarship. That's something which we won't be able to answer, because that also depends upon the faculty and the department and the professors and your merit again. So the scholarships are possible only after you get an admission. So say you apply in the month of October. You will get an admission by 4 to 6 weeks is the turnaround time that we take. The earlier you apply, the better, faster is the turnaround time. So say by November you get your admission. After that, you can get into the scholarship window and apply for that. Could you tell us more about the scope of MS in Geoinformation Science and Earth Observation? If you know about ITC, ITC is one of the premier institutes in the world, and it is a faculty of University of Twente. So there is no question that Geoinformation Science and Earth Observation, remote sensing, is one of the leading faculties also at Twente, and this is very popular because of the ITC connection that we have. How are the placements and job opportunities post-graduation? This is something which I will take, and then I will give it to Yevet. Placement and job opportunities in every country, there are ups and downs. Okay, so now if you are talking to a consultant, then a consultant will tell you, please don't apply via consultants. That is one thing which I want to clarify. We are the office of the university, and our office is in Chennai. So please do connect with us. We don't charge you any kind of application or counseling fees. Nick will be posting the contact details there. So you're most welcome to visit our office with your parents and whoever you would want to bring in. But don't get your SOPs written via consultants. That is very important. Now, as far as job opportunities are concerned, Netherlands is one country which is economically very, very advanced. It's a very small country. As Yevet has already told you, 17 million is the population, and it hosts some of the best companies, like you have Unilever, you have Philips, you have Shell. All of these are leaders in their respective areas of engineering. So job opportunities are definitely not a problem, because the country also gives you a period of 1 year after your study to look for a job. So that's not a problem, guys. But ultimately, it also depends upon you as a person. If I were a consultant, I will tell you 100% you will find a job, go to Netherlands, go to UT. No, but we can't say that, because we are the university's office, right? So ultimately, the job opportunities are there. There are a lot of job opportunities. The country gives you a period of 1 year. We hear there's a shortage of engineers. Job opportunities are very good. Research opportunities are also extremely good for engineering students. But it all depends upon you as a student. How good are you? How are your grades? How are your CGPAs? You should not have arrears. Your communication skills should be very good. Your networking skills should be very good. Your internships should be good. All this as a package will help you to find a job. So it ultimately, it comes around you, but the opportunities, of course, are plenty in the Netherlands and also at UT, because as Yevet has already told you, we are on the German border. So it gives you a lot of access to also Germany, and you are on a Schengen visa, which is going to help you to travel around 26 countries in the Schengen region. Yes, Yevet, we go on to you.
Yeah, the minimum GRE score, Nick has already answered that. It is 300 that we require. How far?
SOP and LOR is absolutely required. SOP should be very well written. I'm not saying that it should be very, high language or high subject knowledge. They are not testing your subject knowledge, but they are testing you as a person. It has to be a very honest display of what you are, what your past is, what your present is, what is that you want to do, why the Netherlands, why Twente. So all this has to go into that SOP. And the SOP shouldn't be more than 1,000 to 1,200 words, which is a prescribed number, which would be mentioned also in the website. So that is very important. And also we ask for referee contact details. We don't ask for the LORs per se.
Yeah, regards the visa, so on completing your program, you will get a 1-year stay back period. So you have a 1-year visa after that on completing your program.
Okay, what is generally the acceptance rate of international students for masters in industrial engineering and management over the past years? I think IEM is one of the branches which requires either a GRE or a GMAT score. I think, right, Yevet?
Yes, GRE of 300 and
GRE of 300 of GMAT of 600 is the minimum which is required. Other faculties, we don't require a GRE or a GMAT score. But if for business administration, again, we require a GMAT. But suppose, guys, you have a good GRE score, please do put it in. There's no problem. It's not going to, don't ask me that, okay, if I don't have a GRE score, am I going to be at a disadvantage? No. But if you have a very good GRE score, please put it in. It's maybe adding on to you. Now, acceptance rate, generally, if I can give you a rough idea, I'm not going to say for masters in industrial engineering specifically, but acceptance rate at UT is around 40 to 50%. Okay, so around, if we have around 1,600 applications every year, out of which 700 to 800 get accepted. Now, it doesn't only require a very high CGPA. It's not that if you get 90 and above or 80 and above, you will get selected. And it is neither the other way around. It's just that you need to have a complete resume, number one. Number two is that your core subjects should not be very low, which means that in mechanical engineering, if we talk about fluid dynamics or something like that, that cannot be very low. So even if you get a 70% up of a CGPA and your core subjects are low, you will get a reject. So those are very important things that you should keep in mind. Apart from that, if you have a good internship or a project or all that, please do put it in your SOP. Suppose you're a research-oriented student, please put that also in your SOP. Anything that goes for you, please put it in your SOP. It's going to add value.
Yeah. Does University of Twente offer PhD opportunities? Yes, we are a research university. We have the PhD programs. But for PhD candidates, it is a paid position in the Netherlands and we have to apply directly. So the best way, and for that, you will also require to have international publications and research work. But the best way to apply for a PhD would be to apply for a master's program, enroll for a master's program at University of Twente, and then you can take it forward by doing your PhD at our university.
Is the selection purely on our application or is there any interview process? No, there is no interview. It's purely on your application, your SOP and your references for sure. You are going to be on a Schengen visa, guys. It is a student Schengen visa. So you will be able to travel to the other countries which are in the Schengen region. It doesn't include UK and Ireland, but all the other countries you can travel. And also for your jobs, you can look for any jobs in any of these countries. Also, you can travel for internships. PhD, if you have completed your master's, you can directly apply for a PhD, but it's not that simple to get a PhD because, as Yevet said, it's like a job. So you are going to be, your resume has to be really good. If you have a lot of paper publications and things like that, then yeah, there is a good possibility. Otherwise, the possibility is a little bit lesser. But the students who study there, their masters, their opportunities for PhD are much easier because in the Netherlands, they are helped also by the professors to write the research proposals and things like that. So if you are not directly qualifying for a PhD, one way to do it is also to go in for a second master's, or you can look at the vacancies on our website and apply for it. Maybe you qualify if your resume is really good. After your course completion, your study visa is valid for 1 year. We call it as a job search visa, during which time you will be allowed to look for a job freely. You don't have to show any proof of income during that time. As long as you can sustain your cost of living, it is fine. But that is a maximum period. The 1 year can be taken in the block of, that is, you can come back and then again renew your post-study visa, which is the search year. It is a 1 year period. I think 2 references are required.
Yes, Sudha, I responded.
Yeah. Medicine, we don't have programs, but we do have a program of health sciences, which is a master's in health sciences, and we also have a master's in biomedical engineering, which is something you guys can look into. Now, it's also there where one important point is that suppose you want to get into some other area, like if you want to get into, say, sustainable energy, that is possible. If you're doing an electrical engineering, you can get into sustainable energy. If you're doing civil engineering, you can get into construction engineering and management. We have a lot of combination programs, guys. So please do look at our website and you will come to know which are the programs available and which you can pursue. You also have something called the eligibility check, which is there on our website. Of course, that might not be 100% appropriate because it always takes into account a lot of other criteria. So even if you don't finish the eligibility check, you please go ahead and apply, because sometimes it could show a wrong result. But generally, if you are having one particular area of engineering, and if it is a related area, then you can. Now, if you have an electrical engineering and if you want to get to computer science, that's going to be a little bit difficult. But the vice versa is a little bit easier. From computer science coming to electrical engineering, there are certain things which are possible, but there are certain things which are not possible. So that is something which only the faculty can decide. So you need to apply and then you need to find out. Is work experience appreciated and given extra preference for an application? Yes, it is. It is and it is not. It is not that a student with no experience will not be given preference. That also doesn't hold good. But if you have a relevant work experience, then yes. But if you have, say, an IT experience and you're looking for mechanical engineering, then no. So it is all like, you know, it depends upon what the scenario is. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're looking for a particular area and if your work experience is going to substantiate or prove a little bit more in that area, then put it in. Then your work experience is going to be good. It's going to be handy. Your internship is going to be handy. But suppose it is not at all towards that area, it's completely the opposite direction, then it doesn't make any difference. You're as good as a student who doesn't have a work experience. So that's the answer. I hope I've answered it reasonably well. Any other questions, guys? Please feel free.
Is there an online internship opportunity we can avail with the professors? What would be the appropriate time for approaching the professors?
That's all around the year. Anytime you can approach them. If you're lucky, you will get a reply, because professors are always very busy, you know. So that's something which, yeah, it really depends upon your luck and how smartly you connect with them or something like that. Any online courses available from the university as of, I think no. We don't have master's courses online, but we have short courses like MOOCs and all that. And also we have something called the summer, we have something called the Curious You, which is a summer school, and you can go for that. Yes, will research experience have more impact than work experience in application? Yes, because if you have a research experience, that's going to really add on to your resume. Please put all that in your SOP. Make your SOP really, really detailed. Guys, why they ask you actually for an SOP is also because they don't see you in person. You know, basically they don't see you at all. They only see you through your SOP. So your SOP is something which has to be a very, very honest picture of what you are. Even if you have done some goof ups, even if you have some arrears, it's fine. But if you could explain that in your SOP, it's going to be very good. Okay, it should be completely giving a picture. So that is why we tell you, please write your SOP yourself. Don't get it written by consultants. Of course, a consultant will write a very flary, nice SOP, but that is not you. It is only you if you write it, right? So that's what the professors are looking for. And once they see that the SOP is really, it's your picture, then your chances of acceptance and scholarships are very high. If say I have some work experience in LOR from my manager, is an LOR from a manager required? No. If it is a business administration program, then an LOR from your manager is good. Otherwise, it is not required. Only for an MBA, I mean, generally we ask for a work experience, it is going to help. But for a hardcore engineering program, even if it is professors from your university, it's fine, guys. So don't worry about it. But suppose you have done an internship and you think that's going to be really, really relevant on or add on to the to your resume, then please put it.
How are the entrepreneurial opportunities for international students?
Entrepreneurial opportunities are very good. Number one, Twente is an entrepreneurial university. You know that it is one of the top universities where you get a lot of you get a lot of inputs with regards to also how you take up the your business venture. Suppose you have any doubts on how you go about writing the proposal or even finances, you are helped. So that's a very big advantage. Also because Twente is in a very strategic area. As I told you, it's in the border of Germany. So, and also this entrepreneurial thing gives you a very big advantage, because also what happens, guys, is that we have around 1,000 startup companies from the University of Twente. I think it's 1,000, right, Yevet? Yeah, it is around 1,000 1,000 startups which are incubated within the University of Twente. So one of the companies you would have also heard of is bookings.com, which has originated from the University of Twente. So the professors give you a lot of support, be it an international student or be it a local student. They are not going to see any difference in that. As long as your business proposal is good, your ideas are good, they are going to give you all the support. So don't worry about that.
And currently, now just to add to what Sudha said, we have currently around 130 student groups who are working on their entrepreneurial ideas and being supported by University of Twente, and hope to see them soon starting up their own organization.
And there is one of the students, I think his name is Anand, something like that, Anand Chaudhary or somebody. He has got into the Forbes under 30 list. So what I'm basically saying is there's one more student also from Twente like that. So what I'm trying to say is that there is no difference between the local students and international students whatsoever. Number one also is because Netherlands is a non-racism country in that matter, because it's been used to foreigners coming and living in for a very long time. It's a trading economy, so people from different countries come in there and live there. So they are not averse to foreigners. There's no racism angle at all that we can see there. It's the home to the International Court of Justice in The Hague, Peace Palace in The Hague. So there's a lot of peace and harmony which is seen with the foreigners again. So the international student is going to feel absolutely comfortable in the Netherlands. And Twente is the only entrepreneurial university in the Netherlands. There's no other university which gives you this advantage. So if you are looking at an entrepreneurial idea or a business idea, definitely look at University of Twente, and you will get a lot of advantage because of that. I think Nick has copied all the details. He has also copied our mobile numbers, our Facebook page. Guys, please go and like our Facebook page so that you can also get in touch with Rutuja, who's our Facebook ambassador, and you can get all your questions answered by her. Also, suppose you want to be connected to a student, a current student, that's also possible. You can just ask her so that she can connect you to one of the current students from your particular branch, and then they can help you with any kind of course advice that you might need. Of course, you can't really spam them, but yeah, any specific doubts you have, you can definitely get it clarified. We also have our website where you can go and see the various programs that are offered. October is when the applications start. So I think there are going to be a lot of final year students here. Of course, pre-final year students also, you can start preparing right away for your, for your application, so that next year the same thing you can do. But final year students, this is the time you have to start. October 1st, our applications are going to be online and you can go ahead. So if you don't have an English language test date, please do take it from IDP, because they offer you that very soon. Any other questions? Can we wind up the session?
Yes, I believe
yes.
since there are no more questions, we can
Yes.
wind up. So we reach the end of the session. On
Yeah.
behalf of CTF, our immense gratitude to the speakers from University of Twente. You've given us such great insights about the educational programs that are available there, and also even with the minute geographical details. So thank you so much for that. And also thank you for answering all the questions that were put up. It was really helpful for us. It cleared out a lot of doubts from our side.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was really great having you here.
Yeah.
Team CTF also conveys its best wishes to all the candidates who are aspiring to pursue their higher education at University of Twente, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you.